Hello friends, welcome to the Companies Act 2013. Introduction. For the reason of global development in international trade and commerce, the Companies Act was enacted in India. It is primary source of Indian companies law. For the reason of global development and in international trade and commerce, the Companies Act was enacted in India and it is primary source of Indian companies law. The Companies Act was changed time to time based on the national international economic environment for the expansion of growth of economy in our country. In previous act was amended, that is Companies Act 1956 to the Companies Act 2013 was framed by the central government of India. The in Companies Act 2013 contains 470 sections, 29 chapters, 7 schedule. The main aim of Companies Act 2013 was to improve the corporate governance, simplify the regulations, strengthen minority investors and whistleblowers without any legislations and contemporary issues in whistleblowers due to without any legislations and contemporary issues. For the reason of global development in international trade and commerce, the Companies Act was enacted and the act in India and is primary source of Indian companies law. The Companies Act was changed time to time based on national international economic environment and for the expansion of growth of Indian economy. In previous act was amended, that is Companies Act 1956 to the Companies Act 2013 was framed by the central government of India. In Companies Act 2013 contains 470 sections, 29 chapters, 7 schedules. The main aim of Companies Act is to improve the corporate governance, simplify the regulations, strength of minority investors and whistleblowers without any legislations and contemporary issues. So this is the introduction of Companies Act was framed and enacted. So meaning and features of company, there is definite act definition, there is exact definition is not given by the anyone. So the Companies Act was the Companies Act. In Companies Act, the company means derived from Latin word prescribed. The company come with or together paints his bread. Section 2 of 20 of the Companies Act. Section 2 of 20 of the Companies Act defines a company means a company or incorporated under this act or any under previous company law. A company means a company or incorporated under the act any previous company law. According to Lord Justice Linley has defined the companies as an association of many persons who contributes monies or money's worth to common stock or employ on it in some trades or business, and who share the profit and losses arise from them. So this is the meaning and definition, introduction and meanings and features of the companies. So what are the features of features of a company? The following are the features of the company: separate legal entity, limited liability, perpetual succession, common seal and transferability of shares, and capacity to sue and to be sued. Capacity and sued and should be sued. Meaning a separate legal entity, a company is having capacity sue on it cannot be sued by others. Separate legal entity. The following are the features of the company. The separate legal entity. A company is an artificial person created by its different shareholders of company. Limited liability. A company is a limited of its members. The shareholders of a company can't claim the unpaid value of its shares. Perpetual succession. The company has continuous or perpetual existence. If it is an immortal person, the members can't affect the company until winding up. until the winding up. The company seal is used for company affixing the document is official document signature used only. Official signature used only. Transferability of shares. The shares of the members expect in the private company can be freely transferred. The shares of the members of the company can expect the shares of private can be freely transferable. Capacity to issue and should being a separate legal entity. The company is having capacity to issue and it can be issued. This is the features of company: separate legal entity, limited liability, perpetual succession, common seal, transferability of shares, capacity to issue and be issued. Being a separate legal entity, the company having capacity to issue the others and it be issued by others. So this is the, when I ask first question, it has been covered. So this is the, once again, for the reasons of global and international development global development and international trade and commerce, the Companies Act was enacted in India and it is primary source of Indian companies law. The Companies Act was and changed in time to time based on national, international economic environment for the expansion of growth of economy in our country. In the previous act was amended in 1956. The Companies Act was framed by the central government of India. In Companies Act contained 470 section 29 chapter 7 schedule. The main aim of Companies Act is 2013 to improve the corporate governance, simplify the regulation stance of minority investors and whistleblowers without any legislations and contemporary issues. Meaning of features of a company. Meaning there is no exactly definition. Remember it, there is no exactly definition. So some of one they be issued some some of one says that is Lord Justin, let's say the association of persons who contributes the monies or money's worth to common what money's worth to a common stock employee on it in some trade or some trade or business, and who share the profit and losses arise from them. Who shares and profits arise from them. So this is the features of company. Company is derived from Latin word. So remember, a company is derived from Latin word. Company means together, pains means bird. That's it. Section 2 of 20 define the company's definition. It means any company incorporated other than under this act under any previous law, incorporated and under this act or under any previous company law. So features of company: separate legal entity. The company has an artificial person created by different shareholders on the company. So when a company limited liability company may go and company shareholders cannot claim. The company is limited of its members. When a company members are go or may death or insolvency, so company has been continued to existence without in for the unpaid until winding up. Company limited, there is no limited perpetual succession. A company has continuous or perpetual existence. It is immortal person. Members can affect the company until the winding up. Common seal. The common seal used for company affixing the document. Common seal is the official document of the company. Transferable share. The shares of the members are accepted in private company can be transferable. Capacity to issue and be issued. Being a separate entity, the company having a capacity to sue it and sue others and it others be issues. Others sued by others. So this is the right to way to write in the examination. Features of company, ask the meaning and definition. This is point wise. So hope you really like it. So thanks for all. Please like, subscribe for second question. So we move into the next topic is corporate lifting of while in the next video.